Hey everybody, Tacoma Prepper here, aka Erik Rosenblatt. So, with winter here now, there's a chance of snow, cold weather, lots of rain, storms, you name it. And I think it's important to be ready for those things. So I've actually put together a kit specifically for those kinds of situations. My cold weather / winter survival kit. Of course, the first thing you're going to want is a trusty old AK. Well, probably with winter furniture, though. Alright, let's get into this kit. So, the heart of it is all housed in a school bag. Why? It was cheap, and it has a ton of pockets all over the place. There's like pockets aplenty in here. Now, of course, with everything that all these kits that I put together, this is by no means a comprehensive kit. Kind of a suggestion. It's a work in progress, as they always are. Oh boy, this is going to be a big one. I put this kit together actually kind of in haste because I had to go over Snoqualmie Pass, I-90 here in Washington State, and I wanted something that I could carry with me that was relatively small but would give me a little bit of extra just in case I got stuck out there or something happened, because I've heard the stories and I've been in situations and it sucks. I hate the cold. Alright, I'm gonna see how I can go about doing this. Alright, well, this is gonna be interesting. I'll just keep the bag up here and I'll kind of go through it and maybe pile some things up and move them around, because there's a lot. There's these stretchy mesh pockets on the outside. I have a little trowel that I keep with me. A saw, of course. Saws are great. It's like the Japanese pull cut saw, which I love so much. Don't like push cut saws. On the other outside pocket, there's a knife right here. Just a little basic one, a little beat up and rusty, but it'll work. So put that there. Oh boy. Another outside. Of course, there's some little bit of alcohol, of course, because when you're sitting there bored, got to have something to consume, I suppose. Then on this side, there's this zipper pocket here. See, now keep in mind, I put this together a while ago, so I'm not even sure entirely what all I put in here. I'm not even sure how I'm going to get this back together, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, so this pocket on the outside is basically just some medical stuff like alcohol swabs, burn gel, some medications, basic stuff, a couple bandages, and ibuprofen. And, my favorite, Goody's headache powder. That stuff, oh my god, that's amazing for headaches. Definitely get yourself some. If you haven't tried it, it works wonders. So I'm just going to put this back in here so I don't lose track of it. Okay, bear with me because there's a lot in here. I'm just going to start at the top and work my way down. How about that? Alright, so in this pocket over here, got a lighter. I always want lighters. Oh, sorry. A little bit of vape juice, of course. Compass, cheap-ass compass, but it'll work. Some foil, a signal mirror. Again, this stuff, I kind of like putting together budget-friendly kits. So none of this stuff is top tier or expensive or anything like that. All right, let's go into this pocket. Oh, jeez. And then we have another compass. And bunch of bits of candles. And then there's one of the magnesium fire starters, of course. Oh, here's the striker for it. It's just, I have it disconnected. Then you have a pen, or the core of a pen with a bunch of tape wrapped around it. So some duct tape. Jeez, okay. Okay, well... Next pocket. All right. Yeah. Have one of those reflective emergency shelters. That's always good to have. Just a cheap toothbrush thing. That's actually something people don't generally consider as oral hygiene. Little keychain LED. I think that's it in there. Yep, should be. And get into this pocket. Oh man, this thing is. I got one of the pocket knives with all the tools and stuff. It's not a Swiss Army knife, but a clone. A little bit of chapstick. Promotional item, of course. I didn't even pay for that. Little microcloth to wipe off my glasses. That's actually really important if you have glasses. A whistle. Stormproof matches. And let's see. Oh, another lighter. Another whistle. And then, let's see. A straw type water filter. So that's all the stuff in here. Let me put all this back in and I'll get back to you. Okay, so this bag over here, I'll start it this way and bring things over here. So we have some camel salami, a little bit of Beeman's gum, always good stuff. Bit of bouillon, chicken and beef. Some beef sticks. Caffeinated chocolate. There's 2 of those. Okay. Got a emergency blanket, the reflective ones. Some more bouillon cubes and honey and stuff like that in here. Couple of fishing light sticks. Those are actually pretty useful. Isopropyl alcohol. An expanding towel. One of those little hand towels that you get wet and it expands. A little bit of paracord. Pack of water activated lights. Oh, and then there's more light sticks and more of those towels. So that's all that was in there. All right. Well, we'll go for the second one. Alrighty. Whew. Okay. So, Altoids tin with a whole bunch of stuff in there. Another lighter, nails, wire, fishing line, dental floss. Some. I think there's. Yeah, razor blades and some other things. Oh, there's also a magnifying glass for fire starting. If it does actually happen to be sunny in the winter, which around here it never is. Hand warmers, of course. That's really important. And let's see. So this is kind of a personal shelter that's almost like a bit of a tarp, I suppose, but a bag to keep you warm. So you can couple that with the emergency Mylar shelter, the space blanket, if you will. Okay, it's a camo bandana. Some flavoring from Top Ramen. All right. Got coffee, some Band-Aids. There's some cider and tea and things like that in here. All right, a notepad, very small, but it's there. I think, Oh, well, some sutures too. Pretty important to have, also important to know how to use them. So I'd recommend you practice. Not on yourself though. So that, I guess that's everything on the top here. Let me put it all back in and I'll come back again. Okay, well, I guess it's time for the side pockets here. There's one on each side. All right, we'll go into this one. Cat hair. Surprise, surprise. Thanks, Floyd. Alrighty, so I think if I remember correctly, I kind of almost mirrored each side to be its own kind of set of the same thing. Yeah, emergency water, a couple of those, some Ziploc bags, and emergency rations, and that's basically it on that side. So that's what you got on this side. Let's go to this side. All right. Oh yeah, whole pack of dental floss here. Dental floss is very, very useful. More drinking water and more rations. So that'll keep you going for quite a while. All right, let me put all this stuff back in and we'll get into the inside of it. All right, well, so I think what I'm gonna do, the rest of this pack, there's a top front zipper and a rear zipper pouch here. So two different sections. I'm gonna set this back behind me and then go through each section one at a time because there's a lot of stuff in here and I think this bag's just taking up unnecessary space. So, there we go. All right. Well, first, tourniquet. A lot of people forget about tourniquets in survival kits and medical kits and things like that, but this is super, super, super vital. So, always have tourniquets on hand. Let's see. I got some wipes. I think those are actually multi-purpose, so you could do a lot of stuff with those. I don't know if I'd wash myself with them, but I mean, hey, in a pinch, why not? Some paracord, of course. That is, what would this be? I think this is 100 feet. 100 feet of paracord, so that's quite a bit. All right, some plastic sheeting, some trash bags in a bag, more hand warmers, a little bit of grape nuts, some kind of sustenance there, more hand warmers. Can you tell that my hands get cold when it's cold out? Some pretty heavy duty zip ties, paper towels in a bag, more hand warmers. And that's basically it for the top or front pouch. So we're gonna go into the larger one. Let me kind of move this stuff aside here. There we go. All right, the main large pouch. All right, Wonder Grips gloves. These things are fan-freaking-tastic, man. They're like fuzzy on the inside, completely waterproof. Definitely, like I said, my hands get cold in the wintertime when it's cold. I have shoveled snow for hours wearing these things, and my hands were toasty warm, almost too warm. So that's why I put them in this kit. Let's see. It's just a basic cheapo rain poncho, plastic rain poncho. Oh boy. Okay, we'll get into that in a second. Alright, so let's see here. A jacket, hooded jacket. So there's that. One of the things too to consider, especially around here, like the Pacific Northwest, it's always raining. And the cold is bad enough, but if you get wet when it's cold, you're done. So staying dry is super, super important. So a lot of this stuff that I have in here is all about staying dry, not necessarily about staying warm. So let's see here. Old maps of some of the areas around here. These are really old. These are really fun to look at, but it's also useful. While the roads may change, the terrain generally doesn't. So all this stuff, this is all Washington centric, but you have pretty decent maps, kind of helpful for navigating. Oh yeah. You need a nice, good cap, a warm head covering. You lose 50% of your body heat through your head generally, so that's something to consider. Okay, one glove, another glove. These are knit fingerless gloves here. Keep your hands warm. Oh, I won't put them on because they take too long to take off. And I have some thermal underwear, basically. Oh boy. A wool scarf. That's, man, this is a game changer. A scarf, so useful. It'll keep you so warm. Let's see. Oh boy. I think this table's getting rather full, but, well, whatever. Trash bags. Of course, you can use trash bags for all kinds of stuff, but you can also make shelters out of them. You can make pillows or beds or whatever using trash bags. Carry water, a small amount of water. Let's see here. Okay, there's too many things. Oh, there's a pry bar here. You can actually do quite a lot with a pry bar. And keep in mind, this is like emergency, hey, I got stranded on the road or off the road somewhere. You need to survive. This is actually, if you don't have one of these, well, there's no substitute. I have a hat, basically kind of a simple roll-up hat there. Extra pair of socks. Couple more bandanas there. Let's see. An umbrella. I mean, a lot of people around here, they criticize people for using umbrellas. All the newbies, obviously natives, tend to not use umbrellas. But hey, in an emergency situation, I don't care. I don't care what you think. I'll use an umbrella. Okay. A tarp. So this would be about almost 4 feet by 6 feet. So good enough to make yourself a small shelter or whatever. Keep the weather out. And oh boy, more socks. Always good. When your feet are cold, that's never a good thing. And these things, so these are sort of ear muffs that are spring loaded. And my God, do they, like, if I were to wear all of this stuff, even in sub-freezing temperatures, I would be overheating. That's how good all this works. And then there's a blanket as well. So nice fleece blanket. I prefer wool, but hey, this is a budget pack, so fleece it is. Let me see, I think that's it. That would appear to be it. So let me put all this stuff back in. It's going to be a minute, but I'll get back to you in just a second. Whew. Okay, that's all back in, except for that, which I completely forgot to explain. That was in the large pocket in the back of the backpack. Okay, so this is basically just a coffee can, which has some holes cut in it, using a can opener. Inside this is kind of like the cook kit, I guess you could say. There's a soda can alcohol stove, which I made out of a soda can. Works quite well. You can actually set the can on top of that. Well, you can't really see it here, but you can do it. And inside, of course, there's a whole bunch of isopropyl alcohol to fuel the stove. There's another one of these magnesium fire starters, a little bit of wire, utensil kit, so spoon, fork, and knife. These are cheap Dollar Tree things that I just took all the plastic off of and drilled holes to put it on a keychain. So got all the utensils in a very compact form. Another lighter that's really important in winter is having the ability to start a fire. So some hot chocolate, some more cider mix packed in there, a Ziploc bag, some coffee, some more coffee, another Ziploc bag. This one's a little more heavy duty. Some more coffee, thicker gauge wire. I made these little cards. It's kind of hard to see, but these have some helpful survival information. I don't know if these are upside down. Well, I guess they're sideways, so it won't matter. But useful information on signaling, knot tying, things like that. Pretty helpful to have. A little bit more wire, some tea, quite a bit of tea actually, and that's that. So the point is, this can, you can cook things in, boil water, do what you need to do. Probably got to cut some more holes in this, but well, maybe not. I don't know. I think it'll work. So I'm gonna put all this back together, put it back in the bag, and get back to it. All right, so that's the winter kit for the most part. There's a couple extra things on the side of the strap here. So this would be in the front as you're wearing it. I have a small knife that basically is always at the ready, accessible. Of course, there's this knife too, but you can never have too many knives or lighters in a survival situation, honestly. The last thing are these boots that I got. So super warm, very comfortable, and I have some spiky crampons that I've added to them. You could take those off if you need to go in somewhere, but very, very nice to have for grippage in terrible weather, because, well, there was a time I had to walk quite a distance in the snow in sneakers, and I wish I would have had these. So yeah, that's it. That's the whole kit, essentially. Like I said, it's a work in progress, so if you have ideas, please share them. That would be awesome. Yeah, I hope this helps. I hope you learned something, have some new ideas or whatever. So yeah, take care out there, everybody, and stay warm.